Hello, Boha. Hello, Boha. You may also request other speakers to test their PPT online.
Okay. Hello. Yes. Is Dr. Gigia is there? Hello, Dr. Gigia, are you there? Dr. Liu?
Yeah, you may ask Dr. Liu Zhijia. I just phoned him and asked him to test his PPT.
Okay, yeah, but Dr. Liu, are you there?
自家把你麦克风打开。
But I have his PPT anyway, Dr. Fu. I have his PPT with his pre-recorded voice, so also we can use from here. Yeah,
if we
yeah.
have time, maybe he can test his.
Okay. Have Marigold also. I have her video. Marigold, do you want to test your video? Hello. Or Dr. Gao?
Hello, I'm here.
Yes, Dr. Gao, do you want to test your PPT, please? Can you share with us your screen?
Okay. I can't share my Windows.
Me queda sordo, no oigo, tío. No, ponlo más alto. Ponlo más alto. Me lo voy a tragar el micrófono. Hello, Dr. Gao. Can you share with us your screen to test? Or Dr. Gigia, Dr. Liu Gigia. Dr. Liu, do you want to share your screen with us? Pablo. Dr. Liu, can you hear me? Liu 老师，你听过吗？
你把麦克风打开。Boha, maybe you can test Adana, Miss Adana's PPT. It's online for Ethiopia.
Adan, Mr. Berge, are you there? I also have his pre-recorded PPT, so I don't know if Mr. Adanas is online. Adan, are you with us? I can see you are there.
Hello.
Mr. Berge.
Yes.
Hello, how are you, Mr. Sir? Can you open your microphone and your video camera so we can see you? It's better we share from our.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Mr. Berge, do you want to share your screen for the PPT, or do you want me to play your pre-recorded PPT directly later?
No, just recorded one is better. Now I'm there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no
Because
problem.
I'm using now my mobile. If
Okay,
it is
so we can use.
convenient, I can read it my presentation.
Okay, we can use your pre-recorded PPT, and then you just wait for the Q&A at the end. Is that fine?
Yeah. Can you see
Okay.
me or can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Very good. Very
And
good.
I can see you also well. No problem.
Oh, nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice
Okay,
to
good.
see you. Okay, thank you
Okay.
very much.
So may I keep it as it is, or may I waiting some time?
Yeah, you wait for the Q&A at the end. We will
Okay.
share your PPT from here.
Which one is better? Can I present it on live, or recorded one is presented over there? Because now I'm using my mobile because you change my.
Borja, I think use the pre-recorded PPT is better for Adana.
Yes.
Good.
Mr.
Dr. Fu, how are you?
Fine. Thank you, Adana.
Yes, very
Yeah,
good.
we will use
the
recorded one.
Very good. I appreciate. Good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, for question here.
You can now close your camera and video and wait for the Q&A.
All right, I'll do.
Thank you.
How about Gloria's daughter from Ghana?
I also have her video from Marigold. I have her video, but
okay.
Marigold, do you want to play that we play your video from here?
I think it's better. It's better if you play it. Then we can do the Q&A. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, Zhijia, can you how to say, test your PPT? Share your PPT.
Pablo, cierra ahí un momento. Cierra ahí. Okay, Dr. Fu, we have 3 minutes to start. So I think maybe if Dr. Liu cannot share his PPT, we can use his recorded version and he can just wait for the Q&A.
Okay.
I think it will be. Yeah, Dr. Liu, can you, Liu 老师，你听我吗? I think he cannot hear us even.
志佳，你麦克风打开试试看，我们听不到你的声音。
Oh, Dr. Liu.
Yeah. Well,
can you? Okay, good. Can you?
Yeah, I can see you.
Do you want us to share your PPT from here, or do you want to present yourself?
Yes, I want to share my PPT now, and I want
please.
to try.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Very quickly. We have to start in 3 minutes. I think we. Can you share your screen?
苏老师。苏老师，我这显示主持人不允许我共享屏幕啊。
Borja, you have to give the permission for him to share his PPT.
Okay, don't worry. I will. One second. Wait. Can I play Dr. Fu? I think it's better we play the PPT from here, and then he just wait for the Q&A.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you. So I will do the same with all the speakers. Dr. Fu, do you want us to do the same with yours?
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. Dr. Fu.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Fu, stop sharing your screen so we can start the event, and we can share your PPT from here later.
Okay.
Okay.
I can use my PPT now.
You want to present yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a bit. Please stop sharing your screen, and then I will let you know when to start.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Can you stop sharing the screen, Dr. Fu? Dr. Fu?
Yeah.
Hey, you in the top there is a red button. You can stop sharing the screen there.
Yeah, I cannot see it.
View options. And there, stop participating and sharing. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay, so let's begin the side event. Thank you everyone for joining our second side event here at the World Forestry Congress. Today's theme at our side event is bamboo as a sustainable biomass energy for Africa. As you all know, bamboo is a great resource to be used for sustainable energy, and we think that the application of bamboo for sustainable energy, for renewable energy, is one of the uses that can be fit to many of our member states, and also it is also promoting one of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is something that from INBAR we are working on. So let me begin by introducing our first speaker today, Dr. Fu Jinghe. He will be presenting the advantages of bamboo as a biomass, its uses and applications. Dr. Fu is the director of INBAR, the International Bamboo and Rattan Organization. He's the director of Host Country Affairs. He's also the deputy coordinator of UFRO, and deputy coordinator of bamboo and rattan at the UFRO, and also the deputy director of the editorial board of the World Bamboo and Rattan. He has worked in the bamboo field for more than 30 years, and he has also been the director of East Africa Regional Office of INBAR since 2003 until just last year. So he's also currently working, assisting the establishment of the China-Africa Bamboo Center, and also he's working on bamboo investments. With that, I will give him the floor to start his presentation. Dr. Fu, you have the floor. Dr. Fu?
Okay. Yeah.
Please go ahead.
It's okay. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to share my suggestion or experience with Africa for bamboo biomass energy. You know, in Africa, many households still rely on biomass energy. Most Africa use wood and charcoal for cooking, and they are limited alternative affordable energy sources. So the increasing demand for biomass energy, such as firewood and charcoal, has been accelerating the loss and the degradation of forestry resource. Bamboo is the fastest growing plant in the world. Bamboo has a higher productivity, annual self-regeneration, faster maturity, and wider distribution in rural areas in Africa. Like wood biomass, both bamboo and bamboo charcoal has higher heating values and lower ash content. Therefore, bamboo and bamboo charcoal are ideal substitute for fuel wood and wood charcoal. INBAR's projects and practices has effectively demonstrated the suitability of bamboo as a sustainable biomass energy. The lessons learned from our pilot sites need to be scaled up and expand to other countries to minimize forest loss and mitigate the climate change impact. And,
excuse me, Dr. Fu.
Yeah.
Have you changed your slide? Because we cannot see your slide from here. We only see the first slide, where your name is.
Yes, here in the first slide. Yeah.
Okay,
no worry. Okay, thank you. And for improvement of the livelihood of the people, as bamboo charcoal and briquette burning is smokeless and smellless, they will improve household environment and avoid smokers' harm for human health, and importantly, they help reduce dependency on water fuel. This reduces deforestation and forest degradation. I try to share some experience and the possibility for bamboo biomass energy to Africa. It's okay? The second slide.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, good. So my presentation will cover 5 topics. As I mentioned, the advantages of bamboo biomass, and the bamboo is firewood, and the bamboo charcoal and briquette, and the energy saving stoves, and the last one is bamboo biomass for boiler or for electricity generation. So as I mentioned also before, bamboo has many advantages. For example, in 24 hours, bamboo can grow up to 1.21 meters in 24 hours. So this is why bamboo is the fastest growing plant in the world. So bamboo needs only 2 to 3 months to reach the maximum height and the diameter. For example, for this giant bamboo, we also introduced from Asia to Africa. Take the photo from Kenya. It's more than 30 meters high, take only 3 months. So you can see how fast the bamboo growing. And the bamboo also has very high productivity and could be more than 50 tons per year per hectare. And the bamboo can regenerate annually. So every year we have the new bamboo shoots and new bamboo comes, and after one planting. And also bamboo can mature only 3 to 4 years. After 3 years or 4 years, we can have the bamboo can for timber, for charcoal, for other uses. And also bamboo can easily grow in many areas of Africa if the rainfall and the climate is suitable. Bamboo and bamboo charcoal has a higher heating value. So it's very good for biomass energy. And also bamboo plantation is easy for sustainable management. Here there are 2 photos I took from Ethiopia side, and if you go to the rural area to the market, you can see the local people sell bamboo firewood for the market. So it's a very important income for them, and also very important energy source for the rural area people. For wood charcoal in Africa, most the traditional way they produce wood charcoal by Edmond Queen, and this is very low efficiency for charcoal production. For example, on the Edmond Queen, you can get only 10% of charcoal production rate. This means 100 kg firewood, you get only 10 kg of charcoal. And sometimes the firewood is not fully carbonized. So when you burn this charcoal at home, and it's smoky. So and also the people cooking in the house with the firewood or unfully carbonized charcoal, and the smoke will damage our eye and our room. So it's not very good for our health. And then 2009, we had the fund from European Union. We introduced some technology from China to Africa. For example, we built the brick kiln in Ghana and Ethiopia, and we can produce high quality bamboo charcoal. And also the productivity is higher. 100 kg bamboo, we can get 20 or more, or maybe 25 kg of bamboo charcoal. And also we show this brick kiln technology to African delegations, and many brick kiln together, and then we can save the energy and also save the firewood for start the carbonization. We can also use metal kiln to produce bamboo charcoal very quickly. In one day, we can carbonize bamboo firewood to bamboo charcoal. And but this bamboo charcoal is low density and very light. So the local people may not like to use it compared to solid wood charcoal. So how we can improve the quality and make the bamboo charcoal durable for burning? So we use briquetting technology by machine. So for example, this photo from Ghana, we produce bamboo charcoal powder with starch and mix it, and then produce this bamboo charcoal ball by machine. And then by sunshine and dry it, and we can use it. And also we use another machine to produce bamboo charcoal for briquette. We say honeycomb briquette. And when I was a child, we used the coal and the clay soil to produce this honeycomb briquette. And now we also transfer the technology for Africa. Just use bamboo charcoal powder with local clay soil, and to produce this honeycomb briquette. And when you burn, the smelliness and also smokiness, it's environment, is clean energy. And also, if we change the mode, we can produce another hexagon briquette. You can see this one. So this machine has very high efficiency. They can produce 4 to 10 tons per hour. But in the rural area, the farmers maybe it's not affordable to buy machine. So we introduce also the hand tools. And after carbonization, they use the bamboo charcoal powder and the local clay soil, water mixed. And through this hand tools, we can produce honeycomb bamboo charcoal briquette. This honeycomb bamboo charcoal briquette can burn 4 to 7 hours. So it's enough for 5 million to 40. And if bamboo industry is there, then we can find a huge waste from bamboo industry. Because, for example, for bamboo floor, maybe Mr. Adana can share his experience. Maybe we can use only 30 to 50% of the bamboo and other transfer to the waste. So it's a huge waste from bamboo industry. So we can transfer the bamboo waste by automatic bamboo charcoal production line. This is a workshop in ING. And I think this one I say the most modern automatic bamboo charcoal production line. So in the future, if Africa, there are investors, we can transfer the technology to African country to produce bamboo charcoal in very efficient and environmentally friendly way. So for example, you go to this factory, you cannot smell this vinegar or you cannot see the smoke. And only 4 to 5 hours, we can transfer the bamboo chips to bamboo charcoal. Yeah. And this company also further active this bamboo charcoal to produce active carbon. So this is a very modern production line I have seen. So for biomass energy, the stove is very important. In many African countries, traditionally they use the swing stones stoves. So the heating efficiency is only 5 to 10%. So this is very big loss for firewood or charcoal. So if we use the closed stove, so the heating efficiency could be 18 to 25%. So you can see it's a very simple technology. We can save huge firewood or charcoal. And here I share two photos, and you can see this in the kitchen and a separate kitchen. And we use the improved stove for firewood with chimney. And it's good for health, for hygienic, and also comfortable cooking environment. So this is a meta stove, improved stove. So also with chimney, and so you can see the lady can work in very clean, comfortable environment, and low harm for his health from the smoke.
Dr. Fu, you have 2 more minutes.
Okay. So we can also, from the industrial bamboo waste, we can produce another charcoal briquette from the sawdust. I think Dr. Liu and his colleague mentioned also. This is the 4th step for this production. First, we crush the bamboo waste for small powder, and then drying the sawdust, and then make the sawdust briquette by machine. And then we put the sawdust briquette to the kiln for carbonization. Then we can get a bamboo charcoal briquette. This briquette is very high density and very durable for burning. It can burn 4 to 5 hours. So very good quality bamboo charcoal briquette. And another use is bamboo pellet. We can use the bamboo industrial sawdust to produce bamboo pellet. And the bamboo pellet has a higher heating efficiency, could be 85% for boiler and also for electricity generation. And in Europe, even we can export to Europe to replace coal for electricity generation. Yeah, you can see this is directly from the waste of industry to produce electricity from the power station. Thank you. And this is a photo from Ghana. You can see it's a local bamboo somewhere galleries. It's huge biomass energy, biomass and the production, but it needs sustainable management because it's too many old dead can and poor dams, difficult for harvesting. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fu. Thank you for providing us with an overview of the uses of bamboo for sustainable energy and also its applications, particularly in Africa. I think it's been very useful for our audience, and I think we will build on it in the following presentations. Thank you so much. With that, I will go to our second speaker today, Professor Jijia Liu. He works at the International Center for Bamboo and Rattan, our sister organization of INBAR, and his research focuses on the energy utilization for bamboo wastes, such as bamboo pellets, torrefied bamboo, bamboo pyrolysis, co-firing technology of bamboo and coal, and bamboo charcoals, among others. He has published 60 papers and applied 25 patents on bamboo energy. He will present us today bamboo solid fuels in China, technologies, production processes, and its potential. Dr. Jijia Liu, you have the floor. Thank you.
Okay.
Please share your screen. Or if you prefer, we can share from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we? Okay, Pablo, please share his PPT from here.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo. Hello, Also, you can put the voice.
Yeah.
Pablo.
My name is Liu Zhijia. You can call me Jason. I come from international.
No. Hey, Bo.
My presentation is about bamboo.
He wants to present.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, okay. So just share the screen, but don't share the.
傅老师，
Okay, go
哎，傅老
ahead.
师，我这显示主持人不允许我的共享我这个屏幕。
Oh,
Bo，
刘老师可以啊，现在可以共享吗？可以共享现在。
OK，
okay, you. Okay, good. Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for Bo's introductions. I am Liu Zhijia. I come from the International Center for Bamboo and Rattan, and my presentation is about the bamboo solid fuel in China. The content includes the energy potentials of bamboo residues and technology and production process, market treat, and product standard. Now I introduce the energy potential of bamboo residues. This is the bamboo resources in China, and China had over 837 species of bamboo plants belonging to the 48 genres. The bamboo area is about 6.41 million hectares. And you know, most of bamboo is the important bamboo species in China, accounting for the 70% of the total bamboo areas. When we make the bamboo products, there is about 50 or 70% of waste, and this resources is have great potentials for development bamboo energy. You know, there are three types of bamboo solid fuels in the market. The first one is the bamboo pellet. It's made from the pulverized bamboo biomass with or without additive. And he is a type of densified biofuels with cylindrical forms, radium length, and 5 millimeters to 40 millimeters. The second is the bamboo briquette. They are typically made from the compacted bamboo waste, either with or without borders. And he is raw materials for the bamboo charcoals. The third is bamboo charcoals. Is a hard pulverized and carbonaceous products formed during the heating of bamboo briquettes in the furnace and resulting without or with limited essence to air. The second is about the technology and the production process. First one is the fertilization. Bamboo residues are very difficult to handle, transport, store, and utilize in its original forms because of its high moisture content, irregular shape and size, and low bulk densities. Densification increases the bulk density of the biomass, and the products have a uniform shape and size. The factors affect the densification process, including moisture contents, particle size, form, fibrous and non-fibrous natures, as well as lignin contents. We group investigate the properties of bamboo pellets, which are manufactured using different moisture content and particle size. And we found that all properties of bamboo pellets meet the requirement of pellet fuel institute standard specification for residential and commercial densified. This is a USA standard, and the gross calorific values of bamboo pellets are meet the minimum requirement for the making commercial pellets according to DIN 51731. This is a Germany standard. The second is the torrefaction. Bamboo residues have a low bulk density, high moisture content, and low calorific values, limiting its widespread use. Torrefaction is called a better pre-treatment way to solve the issues associated with the bamboo feedstock, which is a thermochemistry process and enter atmosphere at a temperature range of the 200 to 300 degrees. And we found the torrefaction improves the physical and chemical properties of bamboo residues as a fuel by increasing its energy density, uniforming the quality of bamboo and make it less hydrophilic. Furthermore, torrefied bamboo is easier to break in and grade compared to raw bamboo. This is combustion behaviors of bamboo, torrefied bamboo, and Q. And the first picture is bamboo. We found the combustion characteristics of torrefied bamboo was closer to the coal, affecting the combustion behaviors of bamboo and coal blends. And the core, the char combustion of the torrefied bamboo was similar with the char combustion of the Qs. It means the torrefied bamboo is similar with the cold combustion. And this is the cofferent behaviors of bamboo and torrefied bamboo and coals. This is the bamboo and coal, the cofferent, and this is torrefied bamboo and coal cofferent process. We found it's partly the mass rate of the plant in the 50% of torrefied bamboo and 50% of coals. This is a combustion juice, indicating the cofference of the bamboo. Torrefied bamboo and coal was more feasible with stable combustion processes, and this is the bamboo and coal cofferent processes. We found the cofferent process of bamboo and coal is the separate, and this is the bamboo combustions, and this is the this peak is the coal combustions. This is the synergistic interaction of the bamboo and torrefied bamboo and coal cofference. We found the blue curves is safe to the high temperatures. In indications, there is a synergistic interactions between the bamboo and torrefied bamboo and the coals. And the price of the bamboo and torrefied bamboo improved the thermochemical reactivity of the plants. The three is about the pyrolysis. I think pyrolysis is an effective way to convert bamboo residues to value-added biofuels. The solid and gas products of the bamboo pyrolysis can be directly used fuels, and the liquids can be used chemicals. Bamboo biomass bamboo pyrolysis mainly occurred at the temperature of the 150 degree to the 400 degree, and the degradation of cellulose, hemicellulose, and part lignin caused the mass loss. And the pyrolysis products include the alcohol acid, aldehyde, alkane, ether, ester, phenol, and phenols. And bamboo charcoal is important solid fuel in the Chinese markets. It's from the bamboo pyrolysis. Pyrolysis kiln controls the pyrolysis parameters during the manufacture process of bamboo charcoals. It's divided into the traditional brick kilns and mechanical kilns, like this the introduction of the Dr. Fu. The advantage of the traditional brick kilns include the low investment and low maintenance and energy cost. However, the disadvantage is difficult to control the pyrolysis process and the long cooling time and high labor cost. Furthermore, the brick kiln often hand operation, especially for loading and unloadings, and it also contaminated the environmental because the byproducts are not treated and are only fired in the drying system chambers. Compared with the brick kilns, the main advantage is improve the pyrolysis and cooling cycles. No contamination of the charcoals, easy to integration with the burners, monitoring loading and unloading. This is the bamboo charcoals process production process. This is the brick kilns, and this is mechanical kilns. The third is about the international and regional and domestic market. Firstly, is bamboo pellets. I think the market of bamboo pellets is overlapped with the wood and other biomass pellets. And in 2019, the global market of wood pellets is about $10 million US. It's expected to grow at a rate of the 14.47% over the next few years to reach a total market value of about 23 billion US dollar in 2025. Typical 5 potential regional markets for the bamboo pellet is North American, South American, Europe, Middle East, and African, and Asia Pacific. Bamboo charcoal. Bamboo charcoals is a leading solid biofuels in China, with approximately 255,000 tons produced in 2018. And the Zhejiang, Fujian, Hunan province are the main production areas. According to the market analysis, I think the charcoal market will grow at the rate of the 2% from 2020 to 2027, reaching about $8 billion US by 2027. And the countries can be divided several regions, such as North Americans, Asia Pacific, and Middle East and Africa, South American. The next is about the products, the standard, and ISO standard. And we found there are 3 ISO standards for the bamboo solid fuels, including the vocabulary related to the bamboo and bamboo products, bamboo charcoals, and part 1 general lytics, and part 2 fuel applications. And there are some ISO standard of the solid fuels from the other biomass. For example, the wood pellet and the agricultural pellets can be used to evaluate the properties of bamboo solid fuels. And there are some Chinese standard about vocabulary related to bamboo and bamboo products. For example, the bamboo terminology and terminology of the bamboo products and bamboo product classifications, and some standard of bamboo solid fuel, including the bamboo-based biomass molded fuels and bamboo charcoals for the fuel. Terminology of bamboo charcoals, the production technology regulation of the bamboo charcoals, test on the elementary physical and the chemical property of bamboo charcoals. And we found the main Chinese standard is above the bamboo charcoals, and there are not any standard for the bamboo pellet and or bamboo briquette.
Dr. Liu, you have 2 more minutes.
Yeah, okay. The last one is the future outlook. We found, I think the bamboo pellet is an excellent fertilization product of the digesting bamboo waste. They are suitable for the variety of the heating purpose in the both rural and urban settings, as well as industrial processes such as gasification and combustion to generate heat and energy. And I think energy saving and efficiency technology to manufacture bamboo pellets should be developed. The low bulk density and high moisture content and low calorific value limited the widespread application of bamboo solid fuels. And the torrefaction, including wide, dry, and steam route, is a promising pretreatment way for the dealing with the issues. And I think it can put an ideal ways for bamboo combustions. Furthermore, all properties of treated bamboo or torrefied bamboo will be evaluated. Bamboo charcoals is important solid biofuels in China, which have been widely used in domestic and industrial activities due to the low cost, clean combustion, and high calorific values. However, there are produced where over 1,000 small-scale factories use the brake and mechanical kilns. Because of wide distribution of bamboo waste and high transportation cost, the effect of bamboo charcoals have been underestimated, given the low-level production method have neglected environmental issues. And standardization of the pellet process is important for the bamboo charcoals industries. It's practicing of transformation to better adapt to a broader and more mature market. Therefore, a novel kiln is necessary to upgrade the industrial techniques, I think. And thank you for your attention. Okay, Bob. I finished.
Thank you very much, Dr. Liu. Thank you very much for the great presentation. It's been very eye-opening to see all this data, and also you identify very well also the markets and some other analysis of the uses of bamboo, which are very useful. Thank you very much for that. With that, I will go to our next speaker today, also from the International Center for Bamboo and Rattan, Dr. Chi Gao. Dr. Chi Gao, he is a researcher also. He focuses on the preparation and application of bamboo-based carbon materials, especially the bamboo shoot shells. He has published 3 papers and he's the first author providing his expertise on those areas. Today, he will present the electrochemical properties of activated carbon from bamboo shoot shells. Dr. Chi Gao, you have the floor in the next 15 minutes. Thank you. Pablo, you share his PPT there. It's PPT 4, I think.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go on.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Gao Qi. Come from International Center for Bamboo and Rattan. The theme of my report today is electrochemical properties of activated carbon from bamboo shoot shells. It consists of 5 parts: basic properties of bamboo shoot shells, the design pre-treatment, preparation of activated carbon, characterization of activated carbon, and the electrochemical performance. Bamboo shoot is a common food in China, while bamboo shoot shells is the leaf of bamboo shoot, which is the main waste in the processing. Annual yield of bamboo shoot more than 13 million tons in China, while most of them are not well used but directly abandoned, resulting in a waste of
高博士，你显示的不是全屏，是你那个演讲者的视频。
哎，哦 ，OK， sorry。哦，哎，
啊，现在可以了。
可以了吗？
Okay, go ahead.
可以
Yeah.
可以了。
Okay, annual yield of bamboo shoot shells more than 13 million tons in China. Well, most of them are not well used but directly abandoned, resulting in waste and environmental pollution. In fact, bamboo shoot shells is an excellent feedstock for the preparation of activated carbon. What's more, bamboo shoot shells is also rich in amino acid. As we can see, the nitrogen content is 1.8%, which can be used as a nitrogen source to synthesize nitrogen-doped activated carbon. As we know, nitrogen-doped activated carbon can show a better selectivity, conductivity, and surface wettability. However, it can be ignored that bamboo shoot has a high ash content. The ash content is 2.6%, which will block the pores during the activation process. So, in order to improve the properties of activated carbon, design pre-treatment is necessary. Hydrothermal treatment is an environment-friendly process. Hydrothermal treatment can improve the defects of biomass and effectively reduce the ash content. Therefore, it will be chosen as the design pre-treatment for bamboo shoot shells. The temperature are 116, 118, 200, and the residence time are 6, 8, and 10 hours. As we can see from the picture, the ash content decreasing significantly after hydrothermal treatment. With the increase of temperature or residence time, the remove ratio gradually increased. The design efficiency is higher and residence time range from 6 to 8, than that from 8 to 10 hours. For the bamboo shoot shells, the element content in ash are potassium, silicon, aluminum, and magnesium and calcium in time. However, after hydrothermal treatment, the most abundant elements are silicon and aluminum. Potassium is significantly removed because most of them in plant cell are anionic form, and the removal of magnesium is between 61.3% and 82.1%. Magnesium is an unsuitable compound in plant cell, which is gradually released with the increase of temperature. Furthermore, the removal rate of aluminum and calcium are close, and the silicon is very difficult to be removed. Anyway, the ash content of bamboo shoot shells is reduced by hydrothermal treatment, and the content of carbon and nitrogen has increased, especially hydrothermal treatment at the temperature of 118 for 8 hours. The prepared bamboo shoot shells had a high nitrogen content of 1.96%, which is beneficial to the synthesis of nitrogen-doped activated carbon. So it's chosen to produce activated carbon. Thirdly, we chose the potassium bicarbonate as the activator, heading to the target temperature at nitrogen atmosphere. The residence time is 120 minutes. Prepared activated carbon are washed and dried. The characterizations of activated carbon are investigated. With the increase of temperature, the nitrogen absorption capacity increased from 212 to 591. Process mainly distribute between 0 and 2 nanometer, and the most pores are micropores. Besides, with the increase of temperature, the BET surface area and pore volume increased significantly. At the temperature of 700, the microporosity of activated carbon is higher, which is 89.9%, and the average process is smaller, which is 1.29 nanometer. Furthermore, from the XRD and Raman profiles, the activated carbon has a low graphitization degree because the introduction of a large number of micropores into the carbon. Number of micropores which destroyed the crystal structure of activated carbon. From the SEM pictures, the prepared activated carbon had complete surface structure and uniform pores.
Dr. Gao, you have 5 more minutes.
Okay. Furthermore, the nitrogen species are also determined. Nitrogen content decreases with the increase of temperature. At the temperature of 700, nitrogen content is 2.05%, and the total preparation of pyrolytic nitrogen and pyrolytic nitrogen is 61.7%. In general, pyrolytic nitrogen and pyrolytic nitrogen can improve the capacitance, so the activated carbon maybe show a good electrochemical performance. To exploit, we mix activated carbon with PTHE to make a working electrode, and we use the cyclic thermograph and galvanostatic charge discharge method to conclude the capacitance. The CV curve is quasi-rectangular shape, had a small and broad hub at both ends. This indicated that the pore structure of activated carbon can meet the requirements for the rapid transfer of electrode ions. The GCD curve is similar to a isosceles triangle. An electrical double layer capacitor was more from the charge process to the discharge process. There is no value drop at the turning point. It indicated that the activated carbon have a small resistance as the electrode materials. The prepared activated carbon at the temperature of 700 has a higher capacitance because it has a narrow process distribution, uniform pore structure, a large BT surface area, and pore volume. At the scan rate of 5, capacitance of CV is 166.3. At the constant density of 0.5, capacitance of GCD is 117.8.1. With the increase of scan rate, the CV curves still show a better rectangular shape, indicating that activated carbon can quickly generate an electro double layer capacitance and has a good rate capability. For the GCD curves, the capacitance decreases with the increase of current density, but the initial capacitance still has a high retention rate. After charge and discharge for 5,000 times at the content intensity of 5, the capacity retention is 96.3%, indicating that it had a good cycle stability. In a word, bamboo shoot shell are the excellent feedstock for preparation of activated carbon. After hydrothermal treatment and activation, the prepared activated carbon has narrow process distribution and high nitrogen content. The best activation temperature is 700 because the activated carbon prepared at this time has the narrowest process, uniform pore structure, ideal nitrogen groups. Besides, it shows. Furthermore, the activated carbon has a good capacitance properties and capacitance retention. It can be used as electrode materials. This will improve the unit set value of bamboo shoot shells. Okay, thanks for your attention. That's all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gao, for your presentation. And thank you for being with us at WFC. I think your research is a step forward also in the properties, electrochemical properties of bamboo for activated carbon. And thank you very much for sharing your research with us. With that, I'll go to our next speaker, Dr. Teshom Tamirat Shibeshi. Dr. Teshom he has served for 25 years at the Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources of Ethiopia. And he has a PhD in ecology and biodiversity management from Addis Ababa University, and is currently working for Ethiopian forest development as a senior expert, director, and researcher in forestry and climate change adaptation and mitigation. Today, he will present the bamboo development strategy and action plan of Ethiopia. Thank you very much, Dr. Teshom, for being today with us. And you have the floor for the next 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bora.
Yes.
Dear Excellencies, respected guests. Due to instability of internet, maybe I may kindly request to use the recorded presentation.
Yeah,
from
we can
your
share
archive.
from here, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. That one, yes, 53.
Good afternoon or good evening, dear distinguished participants and colleagues. The presentation is on bamboo strategy and action plan for energy sector in Ethiopia. My name is Tesho Matamara, and I'm INBAR focal person for Ethiopia. This is the outline for my presentation. Talk on the need for bamboo strategy, bamboo policy programs, also talk on challenges of bamboo sector, and the perspective of bamboo strategy. The goals and the objective. This bamboo strategy has directions and bamboo biomass was Ethiopia. Also on the cost mobilization for energy sector. Finally on the challenges of the energy and some also way forward. So why we need bamboo strategy? Ethiopia? Bamboo resource Ethiopia was you have nearly 1.47 million hectare bamboo resource. Okay? This is the support of INBAR and design institution the forest resources accounts nearly 4.2% bamboo resources. Bamboo resource occupies nearly 8.3% of its total forest area, so it makes it very crucial to achieve. It's also a strategic plan for land restoration. As we know, Ethiopia took 15 million hectares of land restoration target after 100. So we take bamboo as one of our strategic plan for land restoration. It's also a key for greenhouse initiative. When you see for the bamboo for biomass lifting. Blessed. So why we need bamboo strategy? Ethiopia? Bamboo resource Ethiopia was
No.
we have nearly 1.47 million hectare bamboo resource. Okay? This is the support of INBAR. So why we need bamboo strategy? Ethiopia?
Now.
Bamboo resource Ethiopia was
Ahora sí.
we have nearly 1.47 million hectare bamboo resource. Okay? This is the support of INBAR and design institution and reference number.
Foha is not full screen. Foha.
Bamboo resource occupies nearly 8.3% of its total forest area, so it makes it very crucial to achieve. It's also plan for land restoration. As we know, Ethiopia took 15 million hectares of land restoration target after 100. So we take bamboo as one of our strategic plan for land restoration. It's also a key for greenhouse initiative. will receive from the for biomass melting. Place a great role on national determination of the for climate change, and it also supports the national adaptation. Having all resource surplus contribution to global markets is 1%. Because import and export. Bamboo is also good national domestic product, and nearly 700,000 tons of salad for slab. The National Forest Policy, Ethiopia, as a vast forest proclamation, recognized bamboo as a forest. Having these particular characteristics, bamboo has been designed. We designed a bamboo strategy, so it has got 10 strategic direction, Asian bamboo projects in this bamboo strategy can be seen from economic, social, and environmental perspective. From economic perspective, it has a benefit to more products. It has also a long value chain, small, medium, and large scale industry. From social perspective, it can create rural and urban jobs. It involves all public, private organization. From the environmental analysis, bamboo can be used as land storage, supporters in making the international commitment that Ethiopia has. Ethiopia committed to restore 32 million hectares by 2030. Bamboo can contribute a lot to land restoration aspect. It can also support for mitigation and adaptation plans. But the bamboo sector has some key challenges. We lack coordination and linkage between all stakeholders in the implementation of bamboo organization. As you will know, the proportion of large scale is very small, almost nearly 95% of the industries are small and medium scale industries. Lack of knowledge and innovation between the academic and the extension system is also another challenge for the bamboo sector. The other challenge is the lacking of sustainable harvest of the natural resources, and the sustainable bamboo management system in the natural bamboo forest. Conversion is also another problem, that the lack of corporate land use plan, many of the bamboo resources are land. Finally, the other challenge is the market engagement quality as very poor. So that we have to solve these four challenges. Those are our strategy, but strategy has goal and objective. Goal strategy by 2030 is going to anticipated to reduce the impact as land restoration and improve the livelihoods in the rural community. We expect it can ensure real growth and as well as scale, increase the domestic and international markets. In short term, in 5 years' time, strategy can establish 74,000 hectares of woodland in Ethiopia. It also stocks 55,000 hectares national bamboo forest and create nearly 0.5 million rural and urban. As a long-term objective, by 2030, we expect that we are going to establish 160,000 hectares, because each of 3 million hectare land is already approved, and stock 145,000 hectare national bamboo forest. We also expect build 200,000 houses bamboo materials for its 2 million metric tons. This bamboo strategy has 10 such directions. Bamboo strategy is guided by Rattan strategy direction that creates potential national bamboo industry project. This strategy comprises 10 strategy directions and seven strategy 115 key activities with their corresponding methods. So it can greatly support realizing more bamboo projects. So there are many stakeholders are going to be involved in implementation of these 10 strategy actions. So we expect 45 institutions are at stake.
Hello, Bora.
Yes.
Can I continue? Is there a problem?
Yeah, better to continue.
Okay, please, I will continue from this slide.
Okay.
The strategic directions are only 10. It's an overarching strategic direction, which articulates the potential of bamboo energy products in Ethiopia, projects in Ethiopia. So the strategic directions are 10, and we have 7 strategic action and 115 key activities with their corresponding budget. So the action plan needs to comprise list of activities with a corresponding budget for developing the energy sector. So the main stakeholders are from the public sector, from the private and CSO. The participation of nearly 45 institutions are expected to implement this strategy in the future. So next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So these are the 10 strategic directions that we are implementing in our bamboo strategy. The first strategic direction describes about establishing bamboo clusters. As we know, we have already identified our resource. We have to establish our bamboo clusters in a respective region according to their speciality. Strategic direction 2 describes about the sustainable management of the existing bamboo resource. We have a really large amount of natural bamboo resource that we are going to employ sustainable bamboo forest management in the future. Beyond that, we still need to establish a new bamboo plantation. As we have around 3 million hectare potential bamboo area. So with that, the Ethiopian Forestry Development has a plan to establish new plantation around 20,000 hectare of bamboo plantation every year. So the resources based on comes from the public as well as the community contribution. Strategic direction 4 describes for the development of value chain. In Ethiopia, the bamboo value chain is very low in terms of developing small, medium, and large scale bamboo industry. So we have to really work greatly on developing the value chain and benefit the rural and urban community as well. The strategic direction 5 describes about creating the enabling environment for market development. Once we develop the value chain, we have to also work on the developing the environment for the market so that we can export and import all bamboo products in the future. Strategic Direction 6 describes for the innovation, research, and promotion of traditional knowledge. We know that research is a key issue while we are talking about utilization of bamboo resource, so that we have to integrate all. Are you okay with that, Bora?
Yes. It's fine. Continue.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have to integrate bamboo in our research, in our academic topics, so that we can link with the extension system. Strategic Direction 7 describes about building of human capital and knowledge management system in the country. So in that case, we can increase the human development, medium, short, and long-term plan, and we have to mobilize resources in that respect. We are anticipating to implement and achieve the goals at the end of the 10 years of action plan implementation. The Strategic Direction 8 describes our development partnership and mobilization of resources. In fact, we need large amount of resource to implement this big strategy. We are expecting from the public resources, from private resources, and other resources too. So building partnership among the actors is very crucial. And the Strategic Direction 9 articulates on the creation of enabling institution and governance. We have to establish the capacities of the federal system where we can mainstream bamboo strategy and action plan at federal and regional level, and also develop the governance. Finally, the Strategic Direction 10 describes about the monitoring and evaluation of this strategy after the end of 5 years and at the end of 10 years. Because when we plan another 10-year strategy, we have to include, improve, add, or reduce the strategic directions and add another strategic direction which is good for us to implement for the next coming 10 years. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. Potentially, we have two indigenous bamboo species in Ethiopia, which are potentially used for biomass energy. When you look to the bamboo resource coverage in Ethiopia, majority is being the Oldinia alpina. We have a resource nearly 115,220 hectares, while Joxanthera abyssinica is 1,332,243 hectares. So we can also see the data shows, the research data shows how the amount of carbon contained in bamboo resource that we have in Oldinia alpina. We have nearly 33 million tons of carbon have been retained. In Joxanthera abyssinica, we have nearly 180,000 million tons of carbon have been compensated. So this shows that the two indigenous species has a great potential for the development of bamboo biomass energy in Ethiopia. Next slide, please. The other key issue that I would like to mention is resource mobilization for the energy sectors. Finance are mobilized for plantation development as well as enhancing energy utilization and industry in Ethiopia. So the good opportunity that we are in the future will have African-China Bamboo Center will be established in Ethiopia. It will create us a great opportunity to increase our capacity at national as well as regional as well as continental level. So this is also a great opportunity. We can also tap resources from the bilateral finance mechanisms. We can bilaterally establish between two countries to establish and tap resources and mobilize resources for biomass energy, as well as we can also participate in the multilateral finance sources, especially in the UN Convention. So we have to negotiate with the NFCC, CBDs, and UNCCD so that we can mobilize from GCF and JF for energy projects. The other alternative is a private-public partnership. This is also a possible resource for resource mobilization in Ethiopia. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah, finally, I will look on the challenges of bamboo energy sector in Ethiopia. As you can see, the lack of coordination among stakeholders and linkage between various value chain actors is a problem, is a bottleneck for increasing or boosting the energy sector in Ethiopia. So we have to solve this problem. The other great problem that we have is lack of forest stewardship certificate in Ethiopia. Without having forest stewardship certification, we cannot enter to the international market and sell our products, either bamboo biomass energy and other wood products. So we have to solve this problem. We don't have really a standard for products, so we have to also work on that. With respect to the bamboo industry, we have few large-scale industries, but many of them are medium and small enterprises that we have in Ethiopia. Lack of appropriate skill, limited knowledge and innovation with respect to research and extension, lack of management of harvesting the state forests. This is also another bottleneck that we have in bamboo sustainable development in Ethiopia. We have underdeveloped bamboo market and linkage mechanisms. So these are some of the bottlenecks that really hampers us to develop to implement our strategy. Finally, as a way forward, next slide, please. As a way forward, we have introduced by many projects, by public as well as by different NGOs, we have already introduced different technology, but they are not socially acceptable by the community, because it has to be economically and socially acceptable, so that this technology has to be introduced to Ethiopia, so that we can develop our bamboo biomass energy sector. The other thing is that we need to have an experience sharing from our regional neighbors, how they use this energy technology, so that we have to introduce this best practice to our country and implement for the development of biomass energy sector. We have to also establish a strong research and technology extension system on alternative energy sources. Definitely, capacity building is a basic thing through physical meeting, physical training, and online training that we are getting from ICBR. We have to strengthen and pursue sustainable manner that our expertise and local farmers could better training in the future. The other thing the final thing I would like to mention that we have implemented a very exemplary project, bamboo biomass energy project, which was implemented from 2009 to 2013 in Ethiopia and Ghana. That experience needs to be scaled up in other regions as well. This is an exemplary project that we have implemented, and we also integrate such kind of project in the implementation with the bamboo strategy in action. So that I will have these all things in my presentation. Thank you very much for hearing me. I'll also request for great apology for the technical failures that we have happened. Thank you very much. Thank you to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Teshom. Sorry, apologies for the technical issues. We have some technicians here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, apologies for the technical problems. Yeah, we have been trying to solve. Thank you very much, Teshom, for the presentation and for providing us with an overview of the strategy of Ethiopia of the bamboo sector. We have some technicians here who will help us with the system, so please let us know if you can hear properly. Pablo will share with us the next presentation, which is a video provided by Marigold Adu. She is the Executive Director for Business Development at Global Bamboo Products, a company based in Ghana. She believes in bamboo. Oh, Pablo, yes. Okay, Pablo, yes, please go ahead. Share the video. She will present us with an overview of the bamboo charcoal production in Ghana. Thank you. Can you? Yeah. Please, if you cannot hear properly the video, let us know through the chat. Thank you.
Greetings from Accra, Ghana. Welcome to this session. I believe your deliberations have been very interesting and you are coming up with policies that are going to impact Ghana, the world, and Africa, and also move the bamboo agenda forward. And so I'm just going to tell you a story about our bamboo production journey. So we started this about maybe 5 to 6 years ago, where we are actively in bamboo charcoal development. We went through a program organized by INBAR here in Ghana, where we learned how to make bamboo charcoal. It started in a place called Daboase at the time, where the kiln was a built structure. And the takeout we got from there was, well, you needed to make sure that the bamboo charcoal was easily accessible everywhere and could be made everywhere. At the time, retort kilns like the barrels weren't quite available. So we went into communities because we also wanted to aggregate a lot. We wanted to aggregate in volumes. We went into communities where bamboo existed and decided to train them in bamboo charcoal making. In that process, we trained them on how to cut, that is, help them with the harvesting, and then we showed them how they could use the normal, ordinary technology they were using, which was the earth mound approach to make bamboo charcoal. And it was quite successful, but learnings from that experience also showed that for the women who were involved, the fact that they had to shovel sand and so on to cover the bamboo and get the yield and so on was not quite where, wasn't very comfortable for them. It was quite tedious to do, especially with the shoveling part. But when it came to the material, it was lightweight, it was easy to carry, anybody could carry a pole. However, in that process, we taught them about the benefits of bamboo vinegar because we're able to harvest bamboo vinegar, not the most efficient way of harvesting it, but we're able to harvest bamboo vinegar. And we showed them that they could use it for pest control, etc., etc. The other thing that we learned from that experience was that we needed to set up aggregation points. At the time, we didn't have the resources to do that because setting up an aggregation point meant you got somebody there who would collect, made payments, and so on. Financially, we weren't ready for that kind of overflow. But we did get a few people interested who were able to make the charcoal, but their volumes were not that high. As a business, we needed them, even for the distances that they were, we needed them to make quite a bit of tonnage for it to be sustainable to haul to where we are currently located. So one of the things we realized was that perhaps we weren't quite prepared, and the model needed refinement with how the charcoal was produced. I'm happy to say that in more recent times, a lot more people have gone into using barrel kilns to make charcoal. But to scale that up and to get that model working a bit more efficiently, we need to provide more of these kilns to these communities or to the people with bamboos on their lands to get that bamboo charcoal harvesting going. What I'll say about why we're in bamboo charcoal is this. Apart from its benefits, i.e., water purification, absorption properties, um, burning qualities, calorific value, etc. Apart from those attributes, what I would say is the the charcoal is the best unit or one of the most efficient units for getting a bamboo business started in Africa. In Ghana, for example, 20 million tons of charcoal is consumed annually. And it's important because if 20 million tons is being used and you have a population of about 25, 30 million, it means at least everybody in that population is using a minimum average of 500 kgs or 600 kgs per person. And that means there's a market for it. Apart from that, other neighboring countries also require um, wood or charcoal or firewood for their fuels. And Africa is one of the continents where charcoal is essential for life. It's used for our social gatherings, it's used for herbs, purification processes, it's used for so many things. So it's very important that as people are coming into the continent, we look for relevance. Continental relevance is very, very important. That's why we saw that opportunity. A lot of the time, we look at furniture, craft, etc., etc. All those are good. Once the product has relevance, you will find a market. So bamboo charcoal was easy relevance. It's a minute, it's a unit that allows you to enter the market swiftly. However, I won't say that the charcoal as in its pure state, because with regards to the charcoal, you are looking at the node areas being the most solid for that. But when you have the other parts, the middle areas, it's better to have the briquettes. And that's why we had a briquette production unit. Today, it has allowed us to create some sort of revenue stream, and we're looking to grow that revenue stream from where it currently is to a much more large scale where everybody, investors, um, and the like will earn returns, even ourselves. So we will say that, well, for those of you who might be in the room who are looking at making investments, we are open to that. However, at the stage that we're in, we'll say we would want the kind of investment that you want to sort of prove a scaled up concept with. Um, Scaling up meaning we want to get to a revenue of maybe about $1 million from that every year. And so it's little inputs that will probably get us there. But I mean, I know that most of you will be looking at bigger scale, larger volume kind of products. But for here and for this market, it's always good to start progressively and then sort of grow into it. So that's where we are. I would encourage a lot of you to look at what is essential in your countries, especially those of you in the African countries. What are people doing? Why are they cutting down the trees? What are those tree cut downs used for? If it's charcoal, there is a substitute for it. How do they engage in that substitute? And because the bamboo can self-sustain, can grow again, I think maybe showing them how that works might be the way to get them onto the bamboo program, onto the bamboo agenda, to make bamboo the leading energy alternative for this continent. I would say that had we are we are in the phase where we have to leapfrog, and I would say that bamboo charcoal has been the SPV or the special purpose vehicle that has prodded us forward. Yes, we've had other engagements with, let's say, bamboo boards and other bamboo items, but the bamboo charcoal is a consistent thing. It's everyday business. It's not a contract. It's a contract you have with society. They're going to use it, they're going to exhaust it, and they will need more. So it's a contract thing. And it's an ongoing relationship with society. Yes, refinement will come in the future, etc. But I'll say that bamboo charcoal vinegar, and other byproducts of using bamboo for animal feed combinations are sustainable approaches that are fundamental to the lives of people on this continent and beyond. And that fundamental aspect of it makes it a powerful resource to transforming how we think about using woodlots, how we think about using bamboo, how we think about approaching the world. So on that note, I would like to say thank you for your time. Um, I hope you've enjoyed this session, rather brief, but hopefully we can make other engagements in the future. But thank you very much for your time. Please, 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 please plant bamboos where you are. And some do well in very temperate areas and tropical areas. Plant something let's make the decisions that impact lives, that change lives from the get-go, so that we can move forward. And also makes everybody some money, because farmers can start it, their little farms in their backyards. It's something that can start almost immediately. So let's do that. Let's see how we can put policies to encourage that and make life better for us all. So thank you. My name is Marigold. I work, I'm collaborating with Gloria. We're all Edus. She's my mother, I'm her daughter. We've been doing this together for some time now. We invite you to Accra, Ghana, to our place at NUSC. Rather small, but very cozy when you come. So enjoy and enjoy the rest of the conference. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Paulo, can you open my? Thank you very much, Marigold, for your excellent presentation and video. Thank you very much. You are a perfect example of how the bamboo business development can lead people's life. It can increase livelihoods, can improve the economic, the social economic in our member states. Especially Ghana is one of the leading countries in the region. So thank you very much for providing us with a perfect example of the business development using bamboo. Thank you. With that, we're running out of time, but we will go to our last speaker of today, Mr. Adam Bergel. Adam Bergel is the CEO of Adal Industrial in Ethiopia, a company that produces bamboo charcoal. And he is also one of the founders of the Ethiopian Private Manufacturing Industry Association, based in Addis Ababa. Thank you, Adan, for being with us today. We will play the presentation from here. Pablo is working on it. The presentation of Mr. Berge is about bamboo charcoal applications in Ethiopia. Pablo, please. Thank you.
Adal Industry Private Limited company, the logo shows a man carrying a bamboo stem, significant that it is
No. Very good. The sound is good, but I cannot see the PPT.
The sound is good.
You can see? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, full screen.
Okay, continue, Pablo. Yes, dale al intro. Intro.
major input.
There is a problem. I'm here, can provide according the live. I think more better.
Here I'm CEO of Adal Industry Private Limited company from Ethiopia, currently found in East Africa, right on the Horn of Africa, consisted of 110 million population. This presentation made before 2-3 years before, that's why 105 million shown. Adal was established in September 2006 on an area of 10,000 square meter, 26 kilometers to east of Addis Ababa, capital city. Bamboo business started in 1995, believing that bamboo business would go forward with technology advancement. We started by producing incense stick manually using by knives. The process was not competitive in market with imported incense stick in quality. Travel to Taiwan for a bigger improvement, opportunity for a better quality of production. With the imported technology from Taiwan, Adal was able to produce flooring, blind curtain, toothpicks successfully from bamboo in 2006. Now we've already improved pulp and paper from bamboo. Bamboo is a member of grass family and it makes excellent charcoal. Bamboo is environmentally friendly since it reproduces itself with space. Charcoal made from bamboo finds ready uses and markets. It has been made for 1,000 of years in pits and even shallow depression. Specially designed brick kilns provide an opportunity to make high quality charcoal from bamboo in an efficient, safe, and reliable manner. Charcoal is in industrial and domestic sector. Charcoal is a product with mainly use in industry and in domestic sector. It is utilized at the village level by smiths, blacksmiths, and to meet household energy requirements. In this domestic sector, as a fuel for cooking and heating. In the service sector, by washerman, restaurant, hotel, and barbecues. In the industrial sector, a different scale of activity in the furnace for fogging and metalworking as raw material for further processing into activated carbon and other industrial products. What is charcoal? Charcoal is a light black porous material resembling coal with about 85% carbon. It is produced by heating biomass under a system of controlled supply of air. This results in the removal of water and other volatile constituents. Wood, sugarcane waste, rice husk, and bamboo are commonly used for making charcoal. This looks our company's kiln for carbonizing charcoal for barbecue and carbonizing some powders for incense stick as a raw material. We are using this kiln. Bamboo charcoal. Bamboo is abundantly and commonly available in the country. It is fast growing and high renewable resource. Unlike timber, it can be harvested every year. Bamboo makes excellent charcoal. It has excellent potential for charcoal production to meet rural energy needs for heating and cooking as industrial fuel and so make produce such as activated carbon. Resource distribution. In terms of bamboo resource, Ethiopia ranks first in Africa and seventh globally, consisting 1.5 million hectares of bamboo, of which the highland bamboo has a coverage of 30% and lowland bamboo has covered of about 70%, and this around 68% of Africa's total bamboo resource. Good quality of bamboo charcoal. Good quality charcoal with the following characteristics can be produced for bamboo. carbon 80 to 85%, ash 4.5 to 6.5%, moisture 6 to 9%, calorification value 6,900 to 7,000 kilocalorie. The raw material, any species of bamboo can be used for making charcoal. 4 to 5 years old bamboo makes the best charcoal. It has by then attained its maximum biomass and its moisture and starch level have lowered. To get the best yield of charcoal, the moisture content of bamboo should be around 20 to 25. In many applications, the upper and lower portion of bamboo culms are not used. This can be used in charcoal mix, laps and tops of bamboo culms, and thick branch can be used. Bamboo mix, the bamboo marketing potential has yet to be exploited. An illustrative example is that Chinese earnings from export of bamboo products are in hundreds of millions in US dollars, whereas Ethiopia's share does not correspond to her ranks. There are 3 steps in making traditional wood charcoal in Ethiopia. With the picture how it looks disastering wood for charcoal. 1. Destruction of forest for raw material. Carbonization follows is done by burning the woods with little oxygen being covered by mud. Packing and distributing. After carbonizing, the carbonized coal gets out of the mud, it gets manually packed, then becomes distributed for consumption. Cycle of charcoal. Traditional way of making charcoal had 3 easy steps, but it was never easy for our world, environment, or ecosystem to function and interact. The effect of traditional charcoal. The traditional way of making charcoal in Ethiopia is produced to bring famine and desertification, even if it is a way of living, which is why Adal come up with bamboo briquettes charcoal. Adal was reestablished with the motto, save the forest, save the environment, save the earth, to stop the destruction of forest and all the consequences that come along with destruction of. Adal brought the motto into action by manufacturing charcoal briquettes made by the eco-friendly plant known as bamboo as a raw material instead of wood. Charcoal use. Charcoal has many uses. The Western use carbonized charcoal to regulate room temperature. Furthermore, during the hot season, carbonized charcoal briquettes could substitute air conditioner. It is still available on the market for the same purpose. Integrated. Charcoal used in Ethiopia cooking, barbecue, in Orthodox Church traditional coffee ceremony. We strive for excellence in quality, pursue meticulous manufacturing, pursue perfection, and pass on the spirit from generation to generation. Create quality products that are intimately integrated with nature. The development of bamboo and the acceleration of modern bamboo technology needs great attention. Suitable area for growing bamboo have to be exploited to a large extent. Firms engaged in the manufacturing of bamboo needs encouragement to grow in order to respond to local demands and go into the international market. Various research shows that currently bamboo forest does not show progress instead of declination. Currently, it has been responded that bamboo coverage has decreased from 1.5 million hectares to 1.4 million hectares, causing bamboo inflation. As a consequence, it is impossible to be competitive neither local nor internationally by using bamboo technology or industrial bamboo processing, unless there is a guiding policy that could hold up the failure of manufacturing bamboo. There will be an advancement nor more than being used as firewood in traditional craft. Furthermore information www.adarbamboo.org.
Thank you very much, Mr. Berge, for your presentation. Can they hear me? Thank you very much, Mr. Berge, for your great presentation and for explaining us how bamboo charcoal can help to reduce the deforestation by its use for timber fuel, as well as providing a source for income. I think your own company, which employs more than 100 people, is a great example for African countries to work on forest conservation and poverty alleviation. So thank you very much. With that, we are running out of time, but I will have a short Q&A of 5 minutes. I have received a question through the chat for Dr. Liu Jia regarding which is the question is, Dr. Jia, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, which is the most efficient method among these for bioenergy production? And how is it advisable in terms of carbon emission during the procedure? The question is addressed to you, sir.
Which one?
The most efficient, I will share to the chat, the most efficient method. Okay.
Most efficient, yes, I answered the questions. I think the bamboo charcoal is the most important solid fuels in the market, and yeah, and the application of the bamboo charcoal is to provide the heating for the barbecue and during the manufacture process of the bamboo charcoals. And I think the pyrolysis gases can be used to the fuel, used as the fuel to drying and pyrolysis of bamboo briquette. And some liquid products can be collected for the chemicals, and is to decrease the carbon emissions. I think the most efficiency technology is manufacturing bamboo charcoals, and there is some technology to bamboo pellet, and but the product is how to say? I think the bamboo pellet is
yeah, the most efficient, right?
Yeah, not most of the inventions. I think the most important is manufacture bamboo charcoals.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Gija. So if you have any more questions, so 1 or 2 questions we can take, please unmute your microphone and present yourself very quickly, or otherwise we will close the meeting. Yeah, one more question here to Marigold and Berge. Can you please show us through figures how your business has changed the lives of people around your bamboo charcoal business? Here I'm referring to the local people directly involved in your business, to your customers and to your country at large. Mr. Berge, would you like to reply to that question, or Marigold? It's in the chat. Mr. Berge, you are muted. Kindly unmute yourself. ¿Tú le puedes quitar el mute? ¿No? Oh. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. As far as my information of this question, can you give me some replying the question, please? It's quite clear.
Yeah, the question is, do you have any figures of on how your business has changed the lives of people around the bamboo charcoal business?
Yes. Okay. Since the starting of the bamboo harvesting and processing, transporting, and leftover one processing has engaged over 180 employees, including farmers, retailers. If you add on this project, and because of this project, hope those that almost 300 people engaged on the business. So in addition, we are giving the GDP is another opportunity for the country economy. And on selling of this retailing, distributing also, really it's not quantified just now. And a lot of people are running their economy. And a very good opportunity that getting this bamboo leftover we are using, not directly to full calm uses this product. I appreciate Dr. Fu, what he's indicated about the very high-tech technology run in Anji. Meanwhile, I'm appreciating this factory would like introduce in Ethiopia. And meanwhile, any partner can join my company for automatic bamboo charcoal production line. It is very important for alternative energy, for saving the destruction of wood and environment also, as I have said on my presentation, saving the environment, saving the earth also. With this project, if we implement automatic bamboo charcoal firm, while we've seen on the Dr. Anji presentation, it is a big company, a big potential that we can do it with this regardless. Thank you.
Just to add to what Dr. Ada has said, when we started, because we were working with farmers in their land, we were working with more than 800 people when we started. But right now we've reduced our numbers. We're working with a group of women. There are about 30 women that we're working with consistently who produce the charcoal for us. On our site and our compound, relatively, depending on the activities, we are between 5 to 8 people, depending on the activities. We also have a nursery outlet, that is not a regular thing. but that also takes about 5 people employed when we are engaged. We've had to reduce because we had to shrink and focus our energies on specifics. So yes, from dealing with 1,000 people to 30 is quite a big gap. But I must say that we had to really focus. So we've gone through quite a number of hurdles, but that's where we currently are. Yes. I hope that helps.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Marigold. Unfortunately, we don't have more time for questions, but yes, I think they have, Mr. Rattan and Marigold have given a perfect explanation, very practical. And I think if the public has any more questions, please address them to us, to inbar.info.com, and we will be able to share the replies with you. Thank you very much. I want to thank all the speakers today, Mr. Rattan, Dr. Gigia, Marigold, Dr. Chigao, and Dr. Teshom and Dr. Fu for their excellent presentations. I apologize once more for the technical problems. Sometimes this happens, as it is very challenging to have a hybrid event, you may know. Thank you very much. And we will post this event in our website, in INBAR website, in the coming days, if you want to watch it again. Thank you very much for your attendance, and looking forward to further questions by email. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. For Marigold, I'm not a doctor. I'm just entrepreneur.
We're the same.
Yeah, you say Dr. Adana, you say. Okay, for the future you have. Very good. Thank you. Madam.
Yeah. Mr. Adana is
You are
industry company owner for Africa.
Mr. Ndane, you are doctor in bamboo. Honorary degree given by INBAR.
INBAR provided me. Yeah, Dr. Fu, a lot he knows about.
Absolutely. Marigold, thank you very much. My regards to Mommy.
Thank you for this opportunity to have a sharing a good experience. Even if all challenges also shown by Dr. Teshome. No, I don't want to present what he said, all these cases, strategies, everything. He worked very well. Doing Dr. Teshome in this regards. Anyways, I appreciate for the presentations you provided, and organizers also. Thank you.
Thank you. Amasa Kanado.
Professor Tan.
Okay, good. All right. Dr. Fu,
Thank you.
Good.
Zajan.
Bokachi.
See you later.
All right, everybody, bye-bye.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Teshome.
Thank you.